The video game medium has made up a massive part of my life. It has been one of the few things that I have found genuine comfort and passion within, and in this video essay I intend to dive into the psychological reason as to why this is the case, through one of the games that comforted me most as a child, that being Hymen Studios' 2012 release Transformers Fall of Cybertron. On the surface, it made a lot of sense why the game was so captivating to me. I loved the Transformers as a kid, and getting to play as them was a pretty cool thing. The game also introduced me to many mechanics that I would fall in love with, such as shooters, fast movement and puzzle solving. But there's a much deeper reasoning as to why this game, in specific, captivated me more than others in my formative years. I intend to analyze this phenomena using Jacques Lacan's theory on othering and desire, as well as Sigmund Freud's ideas in wish fulfillment. Lacan's theory on othering was paramount in understanding my appreciation for Fall of Cybertron. As a kid, I had to move schools, and that meant all the friends that I had made over the first few years of my school life were gone, just like that, and I was thrusted into a new environment. See, I was the new kid at my school, and that label never really went away for me. Due to how others saw me as being the new kid, I started to feel that's all I could ever be. That ostracization I faced would eventually help me connect on a deeper level to Fall of Cybertron's characters. The clear sense of self-identity from characters like Optimus Prime and Jazz, who were headstrong in their ideas and who they were as people, was something I aspired to be like. And that is something I will touch on shortly. But just as important were the characters who weren't that, who were, like me, ostracized for being different. Primarily Grimlock, who was mentioned a couple of times early on in the game to a less than favourable manner, but you eventually get to play as him towards the end of the story and you find out more about him. See, Grimlock was always seen as an outsider within the Autobot ranks. He didn't fit in, nor like the style of leadership Optimus Prime had, but his story of being thrusted into a new body after being experimented on by Shockwave weirdly connected to me, in that, like Grimlock, I was thrusted into a situation that was out of my control. Now I needed to fend for myself and find out who I was. And that story has stuck with me to this day. Lacan, desire is the need to have the want of the other. In relation to me, that meant that despite my ostracization I felt throughout my earlier childhood, I still yearned for the meaningful connections with other people and with my peers. Yet again, Fall of Cybertron was the thing to give that to me. Whether it was the playful banter between Jazz and Cliffjumper throughout the Sea of Rust section of Fall of Cybertron.
Just keep your channels open in case the rescuers need some rescuing. Let's do it!
Or the Combaticons' camaraderie and teamwork, culminating in their ability to combine together to get a task done as Bruticus.
We need to take control of this ship. Combaticons, combine into Bruticus.
I felt a genuine connection with these fictional characters. It seems silly, sure, but the fantasy of a connection with others promised me a joy essence. According to Seek, that fantasy I had, where I truly belonged, was given to me through a video game of all things. So, where did that leave me? Well, I had gotten that connection I wanted through a video game, but it wasn't enough. I wanted that in real life. I wanted friends. An idea brought up by Sigmund Freud in the interpretation of dreams was wish fulfillment. The idea that wishes and dreams were representative of your reality, and my reality was that I wanted friends in real life. So, I got that, but I had to give up my hobby of Transformers to fit in order to fulfill that dream I had, that I couldn't continue on until the dream represented the wish as fulfilled. And I did eventually get that. Throughout primary school, I did end up making up friends. Some of them I am still friends with, And hell, in secondary school, I repaired relationships with the very people who ostracized me for being the new kid in primary school. Despite that, I still had one last wish: to be able to truly connect with people as my true self, to be like the heroes I looked up to, like Optimus Prime, and truly just be me. But that story is still unfolding, and I look forward to seeing where that will take me. Fall of Cybertron meant a lot to me at the end of the day, and it still does. Despite its weird and campy story, the fundamental ideas established in the game still hold near and true to me, and it's sad to see the game in the state that it is at right now. The multiplayer is unplayable, and it's really hard to find a copy of the game now, but that's okay, because at the end of the day, it's always going to exist somewhere, still holding that special place within me, and nothing, no desire I may have in the future, no wish left unfulfilled, or any external forces can ever break that place.